single touch that kills hours later. A takedown so brutal it's banned worldwide. Blade techniques so effective entire empires outlawed them. These aren't legends. They're forbidden martial arts techniques that governments, emperors, and colonizers have desperately tried to erase from history. Today, we're exposing the deadliest secrets that masters guard with their lives. Stay with me, because I'll reveal which technique was so devastating that Spanish colonizers banned it across entire nations, and why it's making a terrifying comeback. Dim Mak, China's legendary death touch. A master strikes an innocent-looking pressure point on your body. You feel fine, walk away normally, then hours later, your organs begin shutting down one by one until you collapse and die. The Qing dynasty emperors were so terrified of this technique, they banned its teaching entirely. Why? Because a single trained assassin could eliminate targets without leaving evidence of murder. The victim would simply appear to die of natural causes days later. Then there's Japan's Kani Basami, a scissor takedown so vicious it can snap spines and shatter knee joints instantly. Competition organizers discovered that 20% of all judo injuries involve knees, and this technique was the primary destroyer of careers and bodies. But these are nothing compared to the animal-inspired technique that turned ordinary fighters into predatory killing machines. The human body has precise vulnerability points that these techniques exploit with terrifying efficiency. Strike the brachial plexus with just 75 newtons of force at the correct angle, and your victim instantly loses all arm function. They simply can't move. Target the temple at a 45-degree angle, you're hitting the skull's weakest structural point. Result? Concussion, brain bleeding, potentially death. The precision required is surgical. We're talking 1 to 2 centimeter accuracy. The pile driver technique compresses the cervical spine with over 1,000 newtons of crushing force. One wrong application equals instant paralysis or immediate death. No second chances. There's one conditioning technique so extreme that masters spend years preparing just their toes, and one mistake shatters their own bones. Here's the shocking truth. Scientific analysis reveals Dim Mak's delayed death claims lack evidence. No autopsies show unique markers for mystical pressure point deaths, but the underlying biomechanics are absolutely real. Motion capture studies prove strikes delivering 700 newtons to specific nerve clusters will drop someone instantly. Electromyography confirms nerve strikes work through reflex disruption, not mystical energy. These techniques succeed because of brutal physics and anatomical knowledge, making them more dangerous than any supernatural power. How do banned techniques survive government suppression? Through shadow networks of secret societies and legendary figures. Shaolin monks preserved nerve strike knowledge through oral traditions, hiding techniques from secular authorities. Filipino Kali masters concealed dual-blade methods from Spanish colonizers for centuries. Okinawan dojos operated in complete secrecy during Japanese occupation. Dan Inosanto revived Filipino Kali by teaching only trusted students. Miyamoto Musashi preserved lethal kenjutsu through selective transmission, ensuring deadly knowledge survived but remained controlled. That banned technique? Filipino dual-wielding blade, fighting from Kali and Escrima. Spanish colonizers outlawed it because fighters could wield curved blades with 30% less effort than traditional weapons, creating lightning-fast killing machines that decimated colonial forces. Today's UFC bans eye gouging, small joint manipulation, and pile drivers because they cause retinal detachment, bone fractures, and spinal damage in seconds. These aren't rules, they're survival protocols. Judo eliminated Kani Basami in 1980 after too many fighters suffered career-ending injuries. The technique was simply too destructive for human competition. Yet military forces worldwide still train modified versions. Special operations learn adapted Kali and Salat for close quarters elimination. proving these ancient techniques retain their lethal battlefield value. Those animal techniques? Tiger claw strikes and Kali's dual blade speed literally copy predatory hunting patterns. Fighters moved with feline unpredictability, striking vital points before victims could react. That's why colonial powers feared them.